association with Midwest Whitetail. Parker Farm Service, AFM Land Sales presents Chasin Creation. Chasin Creation's been brought to you by Parker Farm Service, AFM Land Sales, The Great Outdoors, Surf and Turf, Shelby Motors, Gaston Auto Glass, Acorn Prints, Tim Harville Construction, Keep Brown Heating and Air, American Cycle Works, Carolina Cars, Franklin Signs and Graphics, Allied Insurance, and Tire Country.
It's gonna be a good day. You're pounding through the trails in a Kubota RTV utility vehicle with a powerful diesel engine, durable hydrostatic transmission, four-wheel drive, power steering, and an 1,100-pound payload. It'll take you where you've never been before. A little place called Satisfaction. The Kubota RTV 900 with real tree camo. Every day should be this good.
Have you heard about Gaston County's best-kept secret, the Surf and Turf Lodge? Surf and Turf Lodge is not your ordinary fish camp. We offer a wide selection of top-quality menu items like our steak, chicken, ribs, chops, seafood, and don't forget about our Captain Jack's children's menu. Surf and Turf Lodge offers our full menu for dine-in and carry-out with our easy and convenient drive-through service. Stop by the Surf and Turf Lodge, conveniently located in Bessemer City. We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner and Sundays for lunch.
At Tire Country, we believe the best deal is not always the best price. If you spend a couple dollars extra now to get a better product that lasts longer and is made right here in the United States, you'll be way ahead in the long run. You'll leave Tire Country a customer for life. Just ask your neighbor. We've been keeping them on the road for over 30 years. Take advantage of 90-day financing with no credit check. All you need is a valid driver's license and checking account. This is your Tire Country, Union and Garrison, next to Bojangles, Gastonia.
Franklin Signs started in 1996 with the goal of producing only quality handcrafted signs to fit the customer's budget. And from that goal, we have signs of all shapes, sizes, and construction throughout the country. We are now a handcrafted sign facility, also offering state-of-the-art computer equipment. Our goal is to develop long-term partnerships. Franklin Signs is dedicated to you because we have a vested interest in your success and ours. Call today for a free estimate.
This segment is brought to you by Parker Farm Service.
Welcome back to Chasin Creation. We've got a lot of good deer hunting in store for you, so hopefully you'll be able to tune in for the whole show. But what we're going to do this week is follow Mr. Scott Lambert up to Ohio and then come back down south just a little bit to join up with the Virginia boys as we follow them to some of their honey holes and taking a couple of good quality deer. If you hadn't been to the AFM Land Sales website here lately, I'd highly recommend you do so, especially if you're looking for some new property to own or to lease. They've got tons of pieces of property, thousands of acres to offer. It doesn't matter if you're looking for just a few acres or several thousand, they've got it. And we've been doing that very thing, checking out a couple of pieces of properties that we're going to inquire on a little bit later on to see what we can do about getting on those pieces of property. But right now, let's join up with Scott and Greg as they're traveling north to do a little bow hunting in Ohio.
We left North Carolina at 4 o'clock this morning. It's Saturday, November the 7th. We've been on the road, just stopped for some lunch. getting close to the hunting area. We made contact with one of the local guys that we know lives up here, and he got us pretty excited. He said, "Boys, you've hit it right. The deer are moving well." He's been seeing a lot of bucks running through some fields and chasing and grunting, and it sounds like it's going to be a good time. The weather's got us a little concerned. It's very warm today. The thermometer in the truck right now is showing 68 degrees. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to see if the local contact's right. Hopefully so. So enjoy our trip. It is Sunday, November the 8th. The North Carolina boys arrived here in Fairfield County yesterday afternoon, just before time to get in the stand, about 3 o'clock. We got real excited on the way. We called one of our local contacts here, a guy we talk to almost every year. Always checking with him to see what the conditions are. And we called, he answered the phone, he said, "You boys have hit it right." So that pumped us up. He'd been seeing a lot of deer moving around, a lot of bucks chasing, so it was a good sign. He said we hit it right. The temperature was really high yesterday. It was almost 70 degrees, so we were kind of doubting it a little bit, but hadn't done any scouting. This is just a hunt. We've hunted the same piece of property for about 10 years now. This was just a hunt that we just go in there and set up on a tree. We call it the Jeff Bryant tree, after another one of the pro staff members. And we set up on his tree. He's killed 2 poping youngs out of it. So no scouting, no trail cameras, no nothing. Just go in there, set up. We sit there about an hour and a half, and we saw a smaller deer. Got some decent footage of that, and we was trying to get that deer to come back in. Greg, my cameraman, he broke out some calls. He did a bleat and a grunt and a snort wheeze, and I'm looking for that deer. The next thing I know, I hear something off behind me, and I see a rack coming through this low spot, a little draw, a little wet spot, and ditch running along the soybean field. I'm looking at it, and I kind of give the cameraman one of these. I'm not sure, because I'm just seeing the top 6 inches or so of the rack, so I didn't think it was a shooter at first. He came out of that low stuff finally and got up on the flat where I could see him, and this right here changed to this right here, because he was a monster. My knees were still shaking from seeing the smaller buck earlier, and when this guy came out, I started really shaking. I was able to take my time. I finally got myself calmed back down somehow. He got about 20 yards broadside. I couldn't take it no more. Carolina 12 hours ago. The North Carolina boys have arrived in Fairfield County. It is November the 7th. That's the second buck we've seen this afternoon. These deer are really moving in here. We saw a much bigger buck that I wanted to get a shot at. But he gave me about a 55-yard quartering away shot. I couldn't take it, but this other buck kind of slipped in here behind us. And I just couldn't take it no more. I'm tagged out. Hey, it's a blessing to be here. This deer's still thrashing down here, but it's a blessing to be here. Got Greg Bryant behind the camera. Looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of filming. This is our first day here on about a 4 or 5 day hunt. So, hey, I'm happy. I don't have any idea. I tried not to look. He's not too big. He's probably in the 120s, maybe 130. I doubt it. But it looks like I made a good shot. I know I made a good shot. The deer's down. But we're back here. Here's the arrow right here, clean pass through. We got a lot of blood right here. Hey, I'm happy. All right, we went back. We got the four-wheeler. We brought it in here. There's no use to track the blood trail on this deer. He's down. So without further ado, let's go get him. All right, it's November the 7th, the North Carolina boys. We're in North Carolina this morning. We heard the rut is in full force up here. We drove up today, hadn't been in the stand about 2 hours. Saw about a 130 class deer come out. Presented about a 55-yard quartering away shot. I passed on that. And my cameraman, he got out his bleat call and did a snort wheeze and started doing some grunt. And next thing we know, this guy right here is about at 40 yards out. And as you can see, he was definitely a shooter. Glad we got him. Midwest Whitetail, Ohio, this is what it's all about. The Lord has been good to us today.
With more than 40 years experience, AFM Land Sales has highly trained professionals qualified to give advice on the sale or purchase of timberland, agriculture, recreational, investment, and conservation properties. With offices located throughout the U.S., AFM Land Sales has been helping landowners acquire, improve, manage, and enjoy millions of acres of land throughout America. For more information, visit afmlandsales.com or call 855-AFM-LAND.
Does your car need a little pick-me-up? Let the experts at Gaston Auto Glass help. We're your one-stop shop for accessories, glass, and more for your car, truck, or SUV. Auto glass replacement, in-shop or mobile, with master-certified technicians. Window tinting, spray-on bed liners, custom wheels and tires. ARE, fiberglass caps and lids, and Retrax, retractable tonneau covers. As a premier Lumar dealer, we have the finest window film available, and we offer a limited lifetime guarantee on extreme liner spray-on. The perfect bed liner for your truck. Gaston Auto Glass. For auto glass and so much more. Stop by or call us today.
Allied Insurance is conveniently located on 321 in Clover, just 7 miles from the North Carolina state line. Allied Insurance covers both North and South Carolina, working in all lines of insurance: life, home, auto, business, motorcycle, and boat. We represent many insurance companies, saving you time and money. While you enjoy life, we'll work for you. Call for a free insurance comparison, and remember, Allied Insurance, your insurance savings store.
Shelby Chrysler Jeep has a new owner, and we brought a new attitude. We want to be your dealer for life, so we're offering you free oil changes, free nitrogen in your tires, free loaners, free shuttles, and free car washes for the life of your car. Great cars at low prices at Shelby Chrysler Jeep is what will bring you here. The way you're treated will keep you coming back again and again. Come see the great new attitude for yourself at Shelby Chrysler Jeep, Highway 74.
Segment brought to you by Keith Brown Heating and Air.
Good evening, folks. This week on Taxidermy Tip of the Week, we're going to talk about days gone by, things that have gone by in the past. A lot of folks come in, I see a lot of fish like this come into the shop. You may even have one in your house, one that your grandfather had, or maybe one that your child had caught, something his first fish when he was small. Over time, these fish hang around, they get dusty, they need a paint job, things begin to happen to them, they start to look pretty rough. A lot of folks ask the question and don't realize, hey, is there anything I can do about that thing on the wall looking so bad? Most taxidermists, including us here at G&G Taxidermy, will take a fish in that's in bad shape like this. But believe it or not, we can take it and turn it into a product that looks this good. Bring it sort of up to modern times, put it on one of these bases that we actually make in-house. So you don't have to sit around and just throw something away that's got some ancestral history to it, or maybe even just a great memory. Don't sit around and think about throwing something away when you can have that memory restored and just have it forever. Thanks. Look forward to seeing you again on the next show, Chasin Creation.
Get all you need for the great outdoors at the Great Outdoors Cherville. Get all the gear and accessories to make that next fishing or hunting trip successful, plus a whole lot more: work clothes, footwear, archery equipment, and a huge selection of guns and ammunition. At the Great Outdoors, you'll find those hard-to-find local fishing lures everybody's talking about on the Bass and FLW tours. Plus, the latest from Barry's Custom Lures, hand-painted crankbaits, Bryant's Bees, Strike King, and more. Hunters, there's a huge selection of outdoor clothing, tree stands, all the accessories, and a selection of guns that make Mr. Winchester, Smith & Wesson, and Ruger blush. The Great Outdoors is your bow hunting headquarters, as authorized dealers for several lines, including Matthews and Parker. The Great Outdoors has just what you need. If it has to do with the outdoors, it has to be at the Great Outdoors, conveniently located in Cherville, North Carolina at 112A Cherry Street. Call them 704-445-8848 or log on 24/7 at teamgreatoutdoors.com.
Here at American Cycle Works, home of the Carolina Thunder and proud members of the CBA, we're a Harley-Davidson and American V-Twin service, parts, customizing, and accessory store. Our technicians are Harley-Davidson factory certified with over 30 years of experience. From a scheduled maintenance to a complete rebuild, no job is too big or too small, and we're fully insured for your peace of mind. So ride in and see us at American Cycle Works.
When it comes to carts, trailers, street rods, and classic cars, Carolina Cars and Custom Carts has got it all. Just look at all these hot rods. And golf carts. With financing available, Carolina Cars and Custom Carts has everything from standard carts ready for the course to fully customized carts. Our service techs can customize anything for you. Just pick out the accessories you want. Need a trailer? We've got all types of trailers right here. Get one with your cart. Make the drive down 321 in Gastonia to Carolina Cars and Custom Carts. You'll wish you did sooner.
This segment's brought to you by Carolina Cars and Custom Carts.
You never know though. 15 minutes we could kill a monster. It's possible, it's happened. Okay. We got here. It's probably about 6 o'clock now. We're gonna set these climbers up for 15 minutes and go to this honey hole that Dwayne has set us up on. So get these climbers set up. We're gonna shoot a doe. I guarantee it. Something's gonna come down through here in a little bit. Get a little hardwood flat right here. The deer like to bed over in that holler kinda. So we're hoping they're gonna funnel out this way. Kinda check out some of these acorns. And nothing else, we won't get a shot at a doe. Stay with us, see what happens. I couldn't wait for him to step out. I seen his horns. I had one of those holes through them bushes. Oh, God. I didn't think it was that big until he come around the corner. Dwayne said, he's a shooter. He's a good buck. Now he come around the corner. I was like, oh my Lord. I don't even know what he's got. Look at that. Dude. Was we on it?
We was on it.
Well, we got down. Arrow's right down here. Old white belly's right there. We're gonna go see what we got. Let's go get him. Son, look at that bad boy. Look at that. Oh. Boy, he just came right in here feeding on these acres. He's got a lot of mass. He's digging in the dirt. He's been rubbing pretty good. He actually was rubbing a tree up here right before I got ready to shoot. I seen him rub on that tree. Hey, what's going on? We in one of our favorite honey holes today. Down here in this bottom, overlooking this thicket over here. And there's an apple tree over there. It's got apples, still got apples on it. It's November the 2nd. I'd say it's probably about 4:30 right now. I laid a heck of a trail down through here. I put one scent out up here where we come into the field. Then we got down here, the wind's blowing this way a little bit. So I laid out some buck balm and let it blow, drift that way. Deer just ain't moving real good right now for some reason. It's been real cool mornings, 30s, 20s, high 20s and 30s. It's been frost on. You figure they'd be up moving. I hadn't seen a whole lot of deer, buck-wise anyway. We've seen some doe. Hoping it's a little scent trail and maybe doing some rattling and stuff this evening. We'll draw one out. There's a big one down here. We've seen the sign. So try to lure him out and see if we can get a shot on him. Stay with us, see what happens. There's a big buck. Here. He's coming through that thing. Yeah, that's a good buck. Listen, they're going right down the creek chasing that duck. Deer, right? Yeah. But he's got a broke tire. He's got a broke gun. Look at him. Comes another one. You on? Yeah. I don't know if I got him now. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, when they come in, didn't they? They covered us up and, oh my Lord. Dude. Yes! Let's go get him.
All right, it's my turn to get some smoke pole action going on here. And I'm glad Willie's had a good season. So time for him to get behind the camera and put me back on the scene. So good job, Willie.
Thank you.